Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Grab a cold one, crank up the volume, and join the show. Welcome to NBNR Live. Here we go.
It's no block, no rock.
Go big red indeed. Oh, episode of Cornhusker Counseling, our first of 2025. Watching other games on the telly.
Hey, can't complain. It's a Saturday, college football Saturday, and we get to do Cornhusker Counseling before all those games kick off. So why not? I know
Why not?
Most people are probably watching Lee Corso's farewell tour send-off thing, but
Yeah,
hey, that's okay. Cheers to Coach.
we can watch these games with a little something in our pocket. What do you got in your pocket there, Mike? What's in your pocket?
I think that's called a dub.
Oh, I like it.
We got that dub in our pocket.
Give me any more.
Isn't it nice being able to watch the Saturday slate knowing that we already won the game?
Dude, I can enjoy it. Like, I'm not jealous. That offense works good. That defense works good. Like,
Yeah.
Why doesn't ours? I can actually enjoy other teams playing and playing well.
I mean, you could still have that thought, like, damn, why can't our offense look that explosive?
That good.
We'll get
right?
into that. We'll get into that.
Do you want to just remind the listeners?
Yeah.
So Cornhusker Counseling, this is a spinoff of our normal show, No Block, No Rock, and it will be, broadcasted on all of our platforms. But with Cornhusker Counseling, we walk through the traumas and the triumphs of every Husker game, win or lose. So that's what we're going to do today. And then we will still do our normal show, our regular scheduled show. Actually, with Labor Day, our regular scheduled show will be on Tuesday this week.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yes.
'Cause I didn't know that.
The Cornhusker Counseling, I mean, we get to talk through it, right?
Yeah,
Like, we get to talk through our sorrows, or like you said, our triumphs.
Yes.
What we were happy about.
Yes.
We just get a day usually or a night. We get to sit on it, think about it or whatever. But while it's fresh,
Yes.
we get to just talk through our emotions.
Exactly. So normally Cornhusker Counseling will be on Sundays right after the game, but with it being a Thursday and then Friday being like a travel day for some of us who went to the game, we're doing it Saturday. So, but normal scheduled Cornhusker Counseling will be every Sunday morning after the Saturday game.
Yep. Usually right before the NFL slate.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, we're your we're your church on Sundays most of the time. Okay, like you said, Mike. You walk into a therapist's office. Now, I haven't done that since I don't know, I was like a depressed 5th or 6th grader going into a therapist's office, and I think they talk about, all right, let's talk about the good things going on in your life. Let's start off with some triumphs, yeah?
Yes, we definitely should start with the triumphs because
Let's go.
there were triumphs in this game. I know people are acting like the sky is falling, but there was 100% triumphs in this game. Starting off,
Go on.
we won a close game. I mean, that's got to be the most important thing, right? For all of us Husker fans with PTSD, like,
God.
holy cow.
Our last 2 games have been 1-score wins. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know the ugly stat, like 10-35 or some
It's like 11 and something.
some ugly, horrific, torturous number. But our last 2 games, we've gotten 2 ticks in the win column. Okay. And yes, they were against 2 painfully average teams. Boston College, painfully average.
Yes.
Might even say below. Cincinnati, I think just painfully average. But I think Nebraska is painfully average, I mean, that's kind of where we're at, yeah?
6 and 6 plus 1. That's what that team is. I know it's a different year. We're hoping that they take a big step forward this year. But at the moment, they are who they are until they show that they're not. So painfully average, probably.
And I don't want to get in the traumas yet, but triumphs, yeah? Husker fans. Mike, you traveled.
Oh, yeah.
You saw the circus. You had Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. We might not have like ruined their engagement, but we certainly didn't make it better for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It felt good seeing that clip of Travis Kelce when Hartzog makes the pick, and he's like, no. It's like, fuck you, Travis. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Feels good. But Husker fans.
Dude, it was electric. Now, at times, I will say it still felt like Memorial Stadium a little bit, where it's like, here it goes again. We got that feeling again. Like, here we go. We know it's going to happen.
The air starts to lift outside of the stadium.
But when it was loud, it was loud. Like, it was electric. The way that stadium is built, like, the structure is a little different than Memorial. I feel like the sound it stays there really well in that stadium. Yeah. So Nebraska fans, tip your caps, especially since 65,000 of them were in Kansas City. You had traffic backed up since 9 a.m., 2.5 hours away from Kansas City. It took me over 4 hours. When I left at 9 o'clock, it took me over 4 hours to get to Kansas City. So put a feather in your cap, guys, because Husker Nation, they showed out.
Tailgate scene?
It was fine, but like with all the travel things and my wife getting in late, like our tailgate plans kind of got squashed. Damn. But we still tailgated, still had a good time. We made burgers, dogs, drank beers, took shots, did all those fun things. So we still had a great time, but it was later than we wanted. I wanted to get there like 3 in just 5 hours.
Did you see any Cincy fans?
So the first Cincy fans I finally saw were, and I talked to them, they were the parents of the dance team. And then in line, getting into the stadium for us to like scan our tickets, I saw like 4 of them. And then I saw 4 different ones on the way out, 4 really angry mid-20-year-olds that looked like they wanted to fight people. So I was like, not going to talk to you.
Nice.
So
it wasn't just the band that showed up.
No, there was like at least 20.
At least 20 of them.
Yeah, I was like, I think on the broadcast, I think they showed like 8 Cincinnati fans.
The same 8?
Yeah, like it was not. I mean, it's crazy to watch it on the broadcast. It was like, where are they?
Yeah. I thought the same thing being there. It was like, where are they? Like when I go to, even if you go to Lincoln, right? Like away fan bases, they travel okay. You'll see some fans.
They've always got that corner
on the corner, right? Yeah. There was no corner. There was nothing. Like if there were Cincinnati fans, they were just little dots.
Yeah.
Just scattered around the sea of red.
So sticking with the fan thing, showed out. We're loud. They made an impact.
False starts galore.
Dude, Cincinnati had a couple drives cooking, and they had some false starts that threw them off rhythm, threw them off.
Mostly on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Exactly. Made it a 3rd and long, and they couldn't convert. So, freaking hat tip, everybody that went. Amazing. Freaking, it seems like every week you have a media outlet that's just like, Husker fans, wow. Yeah, no shit. This is what we do, dude. Like, we don't need to make this a whole thing. I mean, look, I love getting the shine because we are the best fan base in America. So it is nice to get that recognition. But people that still act surprised after all these years, it's like, come on. This is what we do. This is what we live for.
Right.
Because we are fucking sick.
Yes. And you know what else is fucking sick?
What?
I've got to throw in a quick little sponsor. Our new friends at Sinovation, if you guys have not heard, we are partnered with Sinovation. They can promote your business with wraps, signs, everything. So make sure you guys go check out Sinovation.com. You can find them there. Shout out to our friends over there. So
Sinovation. Okay. Another thing that pops off to me is I haven't rewatched the game, but there are moments in this game where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear about the not getting breaks thing anymore.
We got some.
Dude. Okay, so made plays on our end.
Yep.
Okay. V9, Vincent Shavers, forced fumble.
Yes.
At the end of the first half.
Immediately, right after a botched 1st down placement.
Yeah. Yep. Got screwed on that.
Didn't even look at it.
The play before that.
Yeah.
The line judge marked it a yard short, walked out a yard short, and then the guy that placed the ball put it on the first down and immediately just starts going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was from the stands. I was like, "Are you like? What did it look as obvious as it was for me?"
100%.
Okay.
Immediately, I go, "That's not a first down." And Matt Rule is standing right
What
there.
are we doing?
Right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but it was immediately right after that. So that is a triumph for something like that to happen right after you just got screwed by the refs.
So, dude, I'm so glad you mentioned that first down botch, because V9 forces the fumble.
Crazy.
Now, you had Hartzog with the interception at the end.
Yes.
Okay. And that also came after
him having a penalty.
So it's like a little bit of overcome the horse shit.
Yeah.
Right? Don't let things linger. Like the cranberries. Don't let it linger. On to the next play. Plus 2 in the turnover margin. Now, there are a few plays where I'm like, damn, you had a drop pick 6.
Yep.
Yeah, where maybe like if you're playing an All-American DB at Ohio State, probably not dropping that.
Right. From a different Ohio school.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. 100%.
Dylan fumble that he recovered on his own.
But that is, in my opinion, that's a triumph, because that Cincinnati player, this is why they tell you, fall on the football, right?
Yep.
Right. He didn't fall on the football. He tried to pick it up, and then somehow, some way, our QB1 grabs that ball and brings it back in. So,
yeah. Don't get me wrong. It is a triumph.
That's a triumph,
right,
for sure.
It's having the wherewithal to,
but nonetheless,
I need that brown thing.
Nonetheless, that is a break.
That is a break, and we made our own break, right?
Yes.
Like we have every Nebraska fan. Well, we never get breaks.
I still got one more too.
Oh, please.
Well, the play that Janiron got injured on.
Oh yeah, that it went out of bounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, we got bounces. Okay. So no more. I think, and maybe this is just a ghost that I'm fighting in my own head, and nobody else is saying this, and I'm making this up. But I don't want to hear any more about the getting bounces, and maybe that went away with Frosty leaving. Was that whole narrative? And so you got bounces.
We'll see.
And you were there to take advantage of the bounces.
We took advantage of the bounces, but we'll see about we don't get some of those things to happen, because we did have one like that happen in the game. Not to mention, like, they didn't even want to review the fumble. There's still some things where it's like out of your control with the officiating and like wonky. Like, why are we not reviewing plays that are that close, right? So upstairs, like if you spot that ball for a first down, I understand clock's moving. It's under 2 minutes. They have to initiate the review, right?
Yep.
So what? Why? What are we doing? Like what is the crew chief doing? Why are we not phoning upstairs to review things? So I understand we finally made plays when things didn't go our way.
Yeah.
But that part of the game still has not gone our way.
Listen, we can only control our triumphs, okay?
Right.
And so just sticking with this on the offensive side, I still think you would call Dylan's performance overall a triumph.
1,000%.
Right? You have
79% completion percentage.
Yeah, you have some hand wringing about no shots downfield. Right. And still the lingering lack of pocket presence at times and being kind of nonchalant.
Yeah.
And, he showed some mobility.
He
ran a little bit.
Yep.
He got caught on one of them by a fat D lineman. It's fine. But I still think overall he had a good game.
Yes.
So Mike and I were talking about this right before you had got here, Jared. I know they count the attempts, the total attempts, which were 33. For
42. Right. Total attempts 42.
Yeah, it was 33 of 42.
Okay. So they take the 42, right? Yep. And they divide it by they take the total yardage divided by that. And it ends up being like 5.6 or something like that, 5.8.
Yeah.
But if you just look at the completions, they were on average like 7.6 yards per throw. So I hear all these people talking about we're only doing these little check downs. But I'll remind everyone, when Aiden O'Connell with Purdue came in and they dimed us up and down the field and they won that game over and over and over again, I had been begging at that point for us to do something like that.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for the 15-yard routes to develop or force something into coverage or whatever, take the positive yardage when you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And so regardless of however many yards per average that he was throwing the ball, he still completed 78% of them.
Right.
And that is a win. That is a triumph because he took what he could.
Yeah.
Instead of maybe trying to run it more, instead of taking hits that were unnecessary just for an extra 3 yards, he gave it to the people that are designed to be hit. So like,
Yeah. I mean, if you turn on your Sunday slate when the NFL football season starts, right, you're going to turn that on. And if you watch Patrick Mahomes, if you watch Tom Brady, if you watch some of these guys, they made a living taking what the defense gives you, right?
What do people say about Tom Brady his whole career?
Dink and dunk and dink and dunk.
Check down king.
Check down
right?
king, right? It's the same thing. You check it. And they said in the offseason, I don't know where Husker fans got this idea that we were just going to be hucka-chucking football deep the whole time, right?
Randy Moss.
Didn't they say, didn't Holgerson tell you that we are going to do like the high percentage easy plays over and over again, and eventually one is going to break, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what they did, right? They played 10 yards off of us the whole time, and our receivers could do anything they wanted inside that 10-yard range. They could run any route they wanted. They were open. They did not want to get beat over the top. And hey, tip your cap to Cincinnati. That worked for you, but did it really? Because Dylan diced you down the field the whole game. If we didn't have a couple mental mistakes, we could have won this game by 3 scores. So get off the high horse of we can't throw it deep and this and that. Like, what, you want to throw 50-50 balls the whole game? What's your initiative here? Like, come on.
Yeah. Again, you don't have I don't think you have a go up and get it guy.
No, Dane and they're not huge.
They're good. This is another triumph I have. The transfer wide receivers you got, Dane Key and Isaiah Hunter. I think these are I don't want to say serviceable because I think that'd be an insult, but like they're also not elite, but they're just dependable dudes.
Yes.
Like Isaiah Hunter. Dude, the toe tap catch.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Caught it twice almost.
Yeah.
Dropped it and caught it again and got that foot in.
Dependable. He went up and got the other ball.
Yeah.
Fought off the DB.
2 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
Caught.
One. Yeah. And then Danke, like no drop passes. Yeah. I don't really know. I don't know what to take from this, right? Because it was the way that Cincinnati was playing us.
Okay.
Letting everything in front, not allowing things behind them. So yeah, I'm not gonna get my panties in a tizzy because we didn't take shots downfield because we took the profit.
Yeah.
That's what
Michael Severe was saying, right?
Well, and that's exactly what he said. He's like, yeah, we're not going to go broke taking a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's there, take it.
Why not?
Don't get all greedy and loft it downfield. And we saw that. I don't even think Dylan's that great at throwing the deep ball anyway.
Maybe he is,
right?
maybe he's not. We still haven't seen it yet.
Haven't really.
Even that Isaiah Hunter thing, like if he actually leads him versus doing the underthrow thing that he always does, he probably scores a touchdown. So,
and I will say though that some of those like mid-range passes over the linebackers in front of the corners, they looked good.
They always do.
They were feathered in there,
Yeah.
like they were just perfect balls.
Yeah.
So,
I just still on triumphs, but I need you to lead Cortez Mills a little bit.
mhm. Oh yeah, that was tough. Yep.
Damn. And then Ja'Cory gets caught. He had a freaking tutty on that, and then he gets caught. He gets a little shoestring tackle, and he falls over.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I do think Ja'Cory was a little banged up after that first drive.
I thought he died.
Yeah. I mean, he got folded up like a pretzel, and I was a little nervous that he was going to be out the rest of the game or maybe miss some time. But he got back up. He did get in the game. He just really, I feel like that lingered a little bit.
Listen, he was hurt.
He was hurting, but he's a dog. Like he is a dog.
He is, no doubt.
So I just do think that like he probably doesn't get that shoestring if he is 100% on that ankle or whatever it was bothering him. I think it was an ankle.
So I don't know, dude. I just saw him fold backwards.
Yeah.
It was like, wasn't it literally the first or second play? I'm like,
I was like, sick. There goes
2025. God damn it. Here we go.
Okay, so I've got a triumph. There's a lot of people in the chat talking about Cincinnati's good defensive game plan. And I agree.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. You want to know why I thought it was great, especially if you're on the Cincinnati side, was with the amount of mental errors and little detail stuff that Nebraska has been so bad at for 10 plus years.
Yep.
They forced you to keep sequencing drives, little play,
Yep.
because they're betting that at some point you are going to make an error that is going to cost you big.
Yep.
And they almost did. We already talked about it. They almost picked 6, the 2 fumbles that we ended up keeping. They were betting with their game plan that we're going to make you run How many plays were in the first half?
I mean,
It was like 44, something like that.
we had over 10 more minutes of time of possession than Cincinnati.
Because we just had to keep, like we talked about, just diming, just little plays, because they're betting that if we don't allow them the big stuff, they're going to make a big mistake at some point and they're going to fold under the pressure. And they did at times, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough for us to lose the game. So that is a triumph to me.
Yeah.
They had to go out and they had to play clean drives just to win the game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I totally agree. I think a triumph too, and I think it's the elephant in the room, is Emmett Johnson is 100%. I mean, at this point, he has to be bell cow, workhorse, RB1, all those things. Because I don't know if he can survive a whole season touching the ball 32 times a game, but Emmett Johnson, he played well. He had that one drop and ended up running over a guy and getting 11 yards the next play. But other than that, the dude was, he was breaking tackles. He was getting extra yardage.
No doubt.
In the pass game, he caught 7 balls. He is a triumph. He is the guy.
Like watching him run, he runs so damn hard.
He does.
I'm just like, me. I don't know if it sometimes prevents him from hitting the hole faster. Just because I feel like he's pounding his fucking feet in the ground. He's pissed off at the ground. But he runs hard, dude.
He was running hard and he was making some crazy cuts. Like trying to run right, it's all closed up. So he bounces out to the left and then takes off back up the middle.
He's a herky jerky, just kind of
yeah.
That's how he runs, man.
Yeah, he's elusive.
I like it. I also like Lindenmeyer. You got to score on that reception. You're dragging the dude for 7 yards.
Yeah.
You just got to get that extra inch, man. You got to score. But
he is tight end 1 too.
Yeah, he's good, man.
You want to talk about the tight end real quick? Here's another triumph, and it's not Heinrich Harburg's blocking. But I will tell you right now, our version of the Heine Harburg push, or whatever you want to call that, tush push, that is a triumph for Nebraska. If we can do that all year on the 1 yard situations, even 2, we were getting 2-3 yards every time we did it. If we can do that all year with Heinrich Harburg just taking the snap and getting pushed forward, with Hardy being a freak athlete and strong, I think that's very good for Nebraska, because we don't have that short yardage back anymore. We don't have that Dante Dowdell anymore.
We don't have Charmar Brown.
Yeah, we don't have any of those guys. So if Heinrich Harburg in the tush push can be in this offense, I love that.
We also have Cam Lenhart at fullback.
Yeah, that was odd. I saw Big 11 and I was looking through my head. I'm like, is there another 11 receiver? I think Demetrius Bell is technically, but he ain't playing.
That ain't Demetrius.
That ain't Demetrius.
I think for offense, we've talked about triumphs.
Yeah.
Right? Defense, a guy that really stood out to me was Donovan Jones.
Yeah.
Made plays. Williams Nwaneri.
He looked good.
He
looked good.
For being a freshman and being on the slider side.
Mm-hmm.
Played a lot of snaps. I thought he played very well. How many times have we seen a 4-5-star guy come in and it just doesn't click? And they just don't see the field, or they're not contributing at all. And he did. So I'm maybe 2 months ago, if we were sitting here, I think we would have been saying, I don't know if Williams Nwaneri cracks the 2 deep, maybe.
Right. Nobody thought he was going to until that depth chart came out last week.
Yeah.
And then not only was he number 1 on that depth chart, but they doubled down and he played the entire game. And he was getting after the quarterback. I think, and I don't want to call this a triumph. I don't know if it's a trauma or a triumph here, but I think a lot of people who are blowing the defense, the defensive line and some of the push and stuff out, which we will talk about as a trauma as well. But I think a lot of it too just has to do with Sorsby. And when Nwaneri was getting after Sorsby and making him uncomfortable, but the problem was Sorsby's a good quarterback. I mean, he's athletic as shit.
Yeah.
And he got out of a lot of stuff. So that kind of attributes to the Nwaneri thing. I think he is a true pass rusher, and I think he does have the ball skills to get to the quarterback. I don't know if a lot of the stuff was maybe more, don't let Sorsby beat you kind of thing. Don't be as aggressive as we thought they might be on defense. So I don't know.
And I'm trying to decipher, is Williams Nwaneri going to be effective in this conference,
I
right?
don't know.
You know, you play Cincinnati.
Mhm.
Like maybe this is where you show out a little bit, right? We'll see. And maybe against Akron, you show out. Houston Christian, you show out. Michigan,
We'll see.
we'll see.
Who was that defensive lineman, that DN that we got a couple years back that was supposed to be Mathis?
Yeah.
O'Shawn.
Okay, so my point on like what you guys are talking about was like, yeah, it's against Cincinnati or whatever, but O'Shawn Mathis didn't do anything until the Iowa game at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So at least we saw something at the beginning of the year.
We saw a glimpse.
Regardless of who we were playing.
Yes.
So sticking with the defense and triumphs, okay. Can't really say the D-line as a whole really was.
No, not at all.
Linebackers, you had the Shavers forced fumble.
He's a triumph, but
You know,
did he? Okay, I need to ask you guys this because you watched the TV broadcast. Did Shavers play a lot? Like, I know he had the forced fumble, but like, did he play a lot, or was that hamstring thing? Was he rotated in? Like, that's what I was gonna rewatch the game. I just haven't had time because I got in so late yesterday. But did Shavers play a shit ton, or am I crazy? Because to me, it looked like he didn't play that much. But when he did, he made impacts.
I haven't looked at the snap counts.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if he played a lot. He only had 3 tackles.
Yeah, I don't know if he played a whole ton. I was looking for him on the field. I'm like, where's 9? Where's 9? I didn't see him a lot, but they rotated so many guys on defense.
yeah, that's the thing, man.
It's so tough to kind of keep track.
And it's game 1, and maybe you're still figuring that out.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not going to put too much like stock into like snap counts necessarily, especially with the linebackers.
Craven in the chat says Watson, Trenton, Wright took most of the snaps.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think I saw V9 very often, but when he was on the field, you knew he was on the field.
Yeah,
especially even from the stands. I'm like looking. I'm like, where's 9? Because 9's gonna wreak havoc.
Yeah,
and then of course he forces the fumble. Like he needs to play more.
And you know what? I think part of like this whole first game of the season thing is like a tryout.
Yeah.
You talk to any head coach in any sport, and they're like, even Danny Busboom Kelly with volleyball. She's like, yeah, this first weekend, she's like, we tried literally every personnel type, like every single lineup we possibly could, just to see what works, what doesn't. And so like that's a lot of the week 1 stuff.
Yeah, and I think part of it, like he was coming in questionable with the hamstring. So
right.
I think maybe they just kind of he was maybe on a pitch count, or they were trying to do some limits on him. But when he did play, he was a triumph, and he needs to play more.
Even with the bum hammy, he's still doing V9 shit, man. You're not going to doubt his ability.
Okay, so last triumph, if we can, we're just about 30 minutes here.
Special teams.
Okay. Absolutely, dude.
Archie Wilson.
Wow.
Come on.
Good as advertised.
They talked about using him as a weapon, and I'm going to talk about this as one of my triumphs, but the 4th and 2 attempt that almost got pick sixed and whatever. Use him as a weapon. Like he pinned these guys inside the 10-yard line twice. And the third punt was inside, or the third attempt was inside the 20. So like use him. Use him as a weapon.
He is a weapon.
I know where you're going with that, Kyle.
Yeah.
The whole 4th down thing. But Archie Wilson, for a guy who's never seen the field at a college level, his first game at Arrowhead,
American football as a whole,
like he did the damn thing. Cunanan, 50+ yarder for his first field goal. Like we have seen it. We've seen John Holt do that,
right?
But Kyle Cunanan is kicker 1. He didn't miss a kick,
right? Well, and you say okay, so he made the 50-yarder, right? Yeah. But what we've seen in the past is that our kickers missed the easier one. So like he made the 30-some yarder next.
That's right.
And that's the head case game that we played with the Avano. The whole experiment was missing the easy stuff, but making the stuff you're not supposed to make. And he made both. So he kind of did both. I know it's week 1.
The little chip shot that he had there. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
So, hey, and that's something that a lot of fan bases are like, what's the big deal? That's what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And we're over here going, oh, build the statue.
Okay, there's one last triumph that people want us to mention.
Okay.
Craven Moorhead says y'all got to give Marshall and Sierra credit. And Hartzog.
That whole secondary.
The secondary.
Just veteran guys making veteran plays all damn day. They held the offense to 69 yards passing. Nice. That's it.
Jesus.
That is it.
I mean,
that's right.
Marshall, I think they had him basically on that like 6'8", fucking stud receiver that they just got in through the transfer portal. That dude did nothing.
Nothing.
My cousin bet on that kid to have like 50 yards receiving or more. Didn't hardly touch the ball. He had a couple targets, and they were all covered. Like they didn't catch anything.
Yeah.
So,
and he also made tackles. He made a couple crucial tackles when they had a big ass hole on the right side running the ball. Like he made a couple tackles too. So Andrew Marshall, Archie Wilson, Williams Ranieri,
Sierra,
good as advertised.
Donovan Jones.
And you know what's funny too about Hartzog is he is the guy that is picked on every single week.
Yeah.
Sometimes by fans, other opposing teams. Like he's the one that's picked on, and he always delivers. He's been leading the team in interceptions the last 2 years.
Yeah,
he's got 9 interceptions in his career. You know, he's a guy that I clowned on for our prediction show.
Yeah,
someone had asked about him in particular. I'm like, don't watch that USC game. Hey, fucking name, man, making a play at the end. Something that has eluded this program largely for the past 10 years. And Craven Moorhead, I see what you did there, Craven Moorhead.
Oh, shit.
Well, Jesus, guys.
Damn you.
Guys, come on.
That's awesome.
I appreciate you watching. I swear to God, I had that on my list of triumphs. It was a secondary because Sorsby, nobody's going to mistake Sorsby for being a gunslinger.
He's not.
But we've seen non-gunslingers become gunslingers against us.
100%.
Yes. Just because they felt like it, you know?
Because they saw the red end and they're like, hey, you know what?
I'm Peyton Manning today. God damn it.
Mr. Craven says, got him.
Stupid.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Triumphs largely covered, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think so.
Yeah.
Traumas. We gotta figure out left tackle.
Thank you. The ring around the rosy. Who is the left tackle?
You tell me who is it?
Okay.
Who's it gonna be?
Let me tell you right now. Elijah Pritchett is the best left tackle we have.
Yes.
Elijah Pritchett is the most undisciplined left tackle we have.
Yes.
So I will tell you.
He is also the highest paid tackle.
Yes. Yeah. I think I understand where this staff is coming from with Elijah. He takes plays off. And when he takes plays off, I don't know why. Like, I don't think it's his fault, though. I don't really know because, like, his false start, you know who was more mad the entire time? He was so mad at himself. It was insane. So I don't think it's like, oh, I don't give a shit. No, I think he gives a shit a lot. I don't know what they need to do, but he is, when he's playing, the offense looks different. We run block better.
No doubt.
We pass block better. And I know he gave up the sack, but Dylan held the ball for a really long time. And he took the play off. Like Elijah he takes plays off, but I still think watching the three of them out there, that
he's the best one.
He's the best one.
And it's okay. So just the game as a whole, the first quarter, meh. The second quarter, you're getting push.
Yes.
And you can tell Nebraska's the better team.
Yep.
Elijah Pritchett is out there. Okay. Talented guy. Third quarter, meh, I don't know. The point is, when Pritchett is out there, it's night and day. Yeah,
I don't think it's even close.
Listen, I'm sorry, Turner.
Dude's not a tackle. Never been a tackle.
You know, and that's really not even his fault. You know,
just doesn't have the feet for it.
He can't do it.
Yeah, maybe he's a guard, but the guards look good. Interior offensive line. I know we didn't say triumphs there. And Teddy Prohaska, tip your cap to that dude. Yeah. Played every freaking snap.
There's a triumph right there.
Dude balled out at right tackle, but left tackle. That is, the rotation is a trauma.
It's just, damn it, dude. You got Rule saying he's jump happy.
Yep. And what did he do? He cost us 7 points.
Like, it's one thing to do it on like your 40.
Yeah.
Bro,
on the
you're
one
right there. And of course it's the Anthony Grant thing from Minnesota.
Yep. He called him out, and then it literally reared its head when the lights shined the brightest.
In the first game.
Literally the first game.
Yes.
So I guess that becomes, is that a coach thing? Because you're saying they struggle in this particular aspect of the game.
Yeah.
You're on the goal line. You know, yeah, ultimately it's Elijah's fault for jumping.
Yes.
But why is he out there? You know, because the coach put him out there.
Because he's the best tackle we have.
And I get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And look, I'm not going to second guess it. I'm not going to be like, oh, Rule shouldn't have put him out there. Fire him, fuck him. No. Fire him, fuck him.
Fire him, fuck him.
Morad. No, like, put him out there. He's the best one.
Yes.
So, yes, play him. But then you have people saying, like, well, why is he out there, coach? If you know that's a problem. Well, because he's the best, dude.
Because he's the best one.
He just is.
And it's okay. And it's not like they didn't try. They let 3 guys have an opportunity at that left tackle spot. Oof. Like, honestly, I thought at one point they'd move Lutovsky out there and then put somebody else in that guard because they played so much rotation at the left tackle. I've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah.
It was insane. Every drive was a different tackle. And the only time we were moving the ball easily was when Pritchett was in and he was engaged. If he's not engaged, that dude.
Well,
yeah.
And
best availability.
When he's engaged, you're moving. And this is against Cincinnati.
Yes.
Okay.
And they were supposed to have a good defensive line.
Yeah.
Right? That was like one of their strengths coming
Corleone.
Godfather.
Yeah. That dude is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they handled him. They
And
did a good
Evans
job.
Jenkins, hey, shouts out.
Yeah.
Because that is a long day when you're having to go up against him every single snap.
They balled out, man. They played well. Left tackle, that is a trauma. Let's get into another rotation that is kind of a trauma. And it was one of our things that we said going into the season.
It's not kind of.
Yeah. Running back rotation has been an issue with Barthel since the beginning of time.
No.
I don't know if it's a Barthel thing. You don't think it is?
I'm not blaming Barthel here.
Who are you blaming?
Well, I guess I'm blaming I'm blaming Barthel for recruiting these guys.
Right. Mekhi Nelson, they shoved this guy down my throat. They've shoved
Quinn
Ives down my throat.
You know,
they all these guys, they can do it. Mosey
can't do it.
Dude runs like a wide receiver. He does not want to run in between the tackles.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
These guys aren't good enough.
Get better in the next 2 weeks.
They're not. They won't. I'm sorry. There's nothing there.
Can't wait to see Ives. Never thought I'd say that. Can't wait to see Ives.
Yeah. Here's Mike.
Can't wait.
Shoving it down my throat.
Please show me Ives. You've told me about Ives for 3 years.
I'm
Can
sorry.
you please show me what he looks like now? Because I saw what the other guys look like.
Dude.
Quentin Ives, you better heal that hammy real quick, buddy.
If Emmett is not playing,
the offense is bad.
And then Dylan's going to get blamed.
Yep.
But it's like, we have no run threat.
Yes.
Especially if Emmett's not out there. There's nothing behind him. No. People in the chat, Craven Moorhead, I don't know. Whoever else, give Mekhi a chance.
No.
They aren't good enough.
Pass pro was bad.
Sorry, they're not.
Pass pro was really bad.
Fuck. Because you can already see it, man. You can see it. Week 9 rolls around, and Emmett is just depleted because he has to do everything.
Yeah. And I hope that he's just built different.
Come on.
Because we know that's going to happen, but we hope he's built different enough that he can just carry the load.
It's not fair to him because, if he starts struggling down the stretch, I also don't want to see here
and
going
ridicule him.
Emmett's bad, blah. Well, when you have to do everything, shit. But
32 times.
Nebraska won.
Hey, Nebraska won the game.
Nebraska won.
Okay, let's get into like the biggest trauma because I think this one will absorb a lot of conversation. But the defensive line, man, the run stopping abilities, and we kind of talked about this a little bit ago. But how much of this defensive line, and I do think it's a trauma. Like this was a blueprint for Big Ten teams to be like, oh, so they told you they were going to run the ball, and they did, right? But how much of this was rotational, not having the right guys playing with each other, and then also just like not wanting Sorsby to beat you kind of thing. Like they were so worried about containing him, maybe like traditional run game, they weren't worried about it.
Right.
And in my opinion. So I think it's a trauma because it's a problem. They averaged almost 7 yards a carry. So that's a trauma.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to overreact. Like a lot of people are overreacting about the defensive line. And I think when you go play those Minnesotas, the Michigans, the Iowas of the world, like that's traditional run game. I think I hope it's going to be different.
Yeah. So TJ Miller, he says our D line looks small, and I would agree.
I agree.
Immediately when they came out on the field that first drive, Cincinnati ran a couple plays, and I immediately texted you guys, and I'm like, "Whoa, this might be bad this year," because they look tiny. It looked like, except for when Judy was out there, there were 3 defensive ends trying to plug holes. And I'm
crazy.
I don't know. And listen, I would love to hear Matt Rule talk about what the game plan was heading in. Like if you assumed that, hey, our strength is stopping pass plays, right? Let's just shut that down and make them run because we feel we're going to have a lead and we're going to keep a lead. And so instead of like giving them a chance to keep throwing the ball on us, like let them burn the clock by running 8 yards. Like what? I don't know what the game plan is. I'd love some sort of explanation. But after the half, if Sorsby's already got 60 yards on you, maybe let's focus on that.
Maybe we have a spy before the fourth quarter.
If you have a lot of confidence in your pass defense and you think that you have a lockdown secondary, which I think we do, make them win against our secondary.
Yeah.
Like stop them from run man on the deep end and make them beat you with their arm instead of just giving him 15 yards a carry.
Yeah.
This is how I know that Scott, not Marcus, Scott Satterfield is going to be fucking gone. Dude, bad coach. Horrible.
Especially into that half.
What do we do? What are you doing, bro? They had a little bit of run game going in the first quarter. Totally went away from it.
Yep.
Then the fourth quarter, you got Sorsby freaking knife through butter.
Yep.
Through our defense. Dude.
Option. All the things that we thought were coming in, he was going to do. Like run the option, zone read, quarterback draws, all those things. They didn't really get back to it until the fourth quarter. And then guess what? It works really good. You almost won the game because of it.
It got scary for us.
And then you made him throw.
And that's where I'm concerned is, hey, we've talked about Phil Snow. We've talked about John Butler and Matt Rule being the fucking Voltron on defense, right? Coming together, making game plans.
Yeah.
So this is Sorsby's thing.
Yeah.
And when Cincinnati wanted to, because they went away from it, right?
Yeah.
They went away from it. If they would not have went away from it, might we be talking about a loss this morning?
I would agree.
Maybe.
When they got to the end of that game and there was a minute left or 40 seconds left or whatever, I'm like, if I'm Cincinnati, I'm running the ball again.
Yep.
And if I have to take a chip shot field goal, I will, and we'll go into overtime. Because if they would have done the math and done the research, they'd have found out Nebraska doesn't win an overtime game. So just literally like run the ball, play for overtime because you shouldn't be in this game anyways. You had 2 turnovers. Nebraska should be up by 3 scores. And the fact that you had it that close, run the ball, literally take the points, and you're going to beat them in overtime.
Classic case of what Kyle said before. You see Hartzog out there and you want to pick on him.
Right.
Because he's a short little guy.
Yep.
It comes back to bite you. But, dude, when he lofts the ball in the air, I'm not going to lie. I'm like, fuck.
I was like, here we go. Game over.
Yep.
But from the analytical side, in hindsight and considering Sorsby is not a great passer, it's like, thank God they threw that ball.
Right. 100%.
Thank God.
Yeah, because he could have ran it again.
He could have just ran it. And you would have been content with the field goal. And maybe Cincinnati doesn't win in overtime. Maybe they just don't.
Yeah.
But they probably do.
They probably do.
But, dude, that ball is lofted in the air, and I'm like,
he's going to jump over him.
You are doing your weakness, Cincinnati.
Yep.
Thank you. Because you're playing into our hands. Scott Satterfield, I'm glad we went up against you.
Because you suck.
Because you're a terrible coach.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Literally, the plan should have been go kick a field goal. Their kicker has not missed a field goal in like 2 years.
You had that on the graphic for the pucker factor.
Yep.
Crazy.
You're a better coach than fucking Scott Satterfield.
That's all you need to do is get in field goal range.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, going into the half, right? Going into halftime and V9 forces that fumble. Thank God, V9, right? But, like, that was a huge turning point in the game because, once again, that was another scenario where Nebraska dominated the first half, and they could have gone to the locker room only down 3, and they would have felt really good about it, right? Instead, they tried to throw the ball when they're on their own side of the 20-yard line, and they throw it like 3 plays in a row.
Horrendous.
V9 gets the strips, and next thing you know, we get easy points. So crazy. Absolutely crazy. A terrible coach. But back to the D-line.
Yeah.
I am very intrigued to see what the rotation looks like moving forward. Because they've got to figure it out. They got to figure out who plays well together, because maybe it'll be better against traditional run teams. But I'm sorry, the first true test you have is Michigan. and their true freshman quarterback
Underwood.
Underwood is going to be a mobile guy.
Right now, Big Ten teams are saying, okay, well, we can run on them. So we're going to run.
Yep.
So I'm hoping John Butler's like, okay, well, we need to fix that. So we're going to send 5 people every time and make your wide receivers beat our DBs. That has to be the game plan. It has to be the game plan. I don't know if we have another like true dual threat quarterback that we play again this year. I totally forget all those graphics I made and stuff. I just hope that we can see a weakness on defense. If it is a true weakness, again, I don't know what the game plan was for Thursday.
Right.
So I don't know what their goal was, but yeah, that's got to be fixed. Because I mean, when they were rushing 5 people, they were plugging up the line pretty good, and their run really wasn't that great. But it wasn't until like you start getting into these passing downs and you're only rushing like 3, 4 maybe.
And that's when it got messy.
And that's when it got messy because then, one, either they're running it up the gut, you don't have enough people to plug the holes, or 2, Sorsby's just running for 20 yards at a time.
Yeah, they just didn't really spy him enough. Like if he was the guy you're supposed to watch the whole game, right? And we didn't spy him till like the end of the game. Like they kept trying
That
to
last
blitz him,
drive.
and he would break out.
That last drive was the first time that I saw them actually, like, Deshaun McCullough was just literally just standing there.
As
Just
he
waiting
should.
for Sorsby to run. And that's what it should have been starting at half.
It should have been like that all game. Like we knew he was their best player.
Again, but like you don't know what the game plan is, right? Like, okay, we're gonna shut down the pass, let them take their little 6 yards at a time, whatever. It wasn't until like halftime where I was like, okay, I'm Googling how do you run a QB spy in NCAA 25 or CFB 25, right? Like that's what I'm posting because I'm like, okay, that's how you stop this game. That's how it's over.
I think John Butler is also doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude. I want to be careful here. Got to be careful here. That is concerning.
But it's week 1.
It's week. That's the thing, right?
Yeah. Like, don't take this too much, right?
Mike, before we went on air, you said, are we overreacting? Are we going crazy with what we saw? And I said, no, we're not going to go crazy. But once we get talking, we go a little crazy. Going forward, that's got to be better. Now, I try to believe that every game is its own thing.
You always say that.
Every game is its own vacuum, okay? Because
that's why you blew out Wisconsin by 25 points and then you lose to UCLA. That's why.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everything's different.
That's why you play Ohio State to the wire and then you just against UCLA.
Yep.
Every game is its own thing, right? And so what you struggled in week 1 against Michigan, maybe we're sitting here going, holy shit, the
secondary got burned.
It's very well. It could be like, well, they stopped the run, but guess what? Michigan could throw it all over the field on them.
Yep.
Maybe we're sitting here and going, oh my God, Michigan had 2 yards per rush. Like maybe that's what we're doing.
Maybe.
So this game is its own thing. It's its own nugget. I am not going to freak out about the D-line, but I'm kind of freaking out about that.
Like I said, that D-line looked very small. They
6 inches
very
big.
small.
And so, yes, you start thinking about the future. You start thinking about Big Ten opponents who have bigger, faster, stronger guys than Cincinnati's got, except for
the Godfather. Except for him. He's pretty big.
But other traumas. Talk about running backs, D-line.
Okay,
here's a trauma, kind of.
Okay.
And it goes back to, so we gave our triumphs for special teams. But one of the traumas was a special teams play. The kickoff situation, they've got to figure that out. 100%. If you have a guy, who's 91, by the way, is that who was kicking the ball into the end zone? Because just do that every time. Because when they didn't do that, they were out of bounds. They gave up a 35-yard return. Like, Mike Eckler, dude, pay him, give him a blank check and pay him whatever, because he made an immediate impact. The Mike Eckler effect will win us.
It won us this game.
Yeah, it literally won us this game. So
we got 6 Eckler points.
Yeah.
And we won by
3.
So, hey.
But the kickoff specialist stuff, like, I don't know if they just wanted to be able to, like, kick it to them and then just stop them before the 25. I think that was their plan.
Sure.
But when you've got these guys who in the past have allowed leaky stuff happen, just put it in the end zone. Then if the idiot takes it out of the end zone, okay, then do your plan.
Okay, so And BA still he's talking about the not having a spy for so long, biggest trauma on defense because it's a coaching issue and not a personnel issue. I agree.
So that's what he's saying.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I agree. I think I just think it was an oversight. I think they just didn't know what they were doing.
Kyle, we can't have. You said it's an oversight. You coach in the Big Ten, where the best coaches reside. I hate to sit here because I don't know anything about ball. Okay, I don't know ball, but John Butler's supposed to know ball, and he's supposed to know to have a spy.
100%, and it's the same conversation with when to challenge, when not to challenge, when to call a timeout, when not to call a timeout.
Can we talk about the timeout thing?
Yes,
the 4th and 7.
Yeah.
All right, I want to ask you guys. 4th and 7, Cincinnati's scrambling, the clock is moving, running down, and Matt Rule calls timeout.
Yeah.
And then not only did Matt Rule call timeout and they get the first down, but then he doubles down yesterday and goes to the Bud Crawford send-offs and talks about what he talked to them about during in 4th and 7 and stuff like that. Why in the hell, when that team is scrambling, and I get like the other side of it's like, we'll get the guys in the right place, right?
Yeah.
We all knew when they called timeout, Cincinnati was going to get that first down.
Yeah.
They were scrambling.
They were freaking out.
They were freaking out. Guys weren't even set yet, and Matt Rule goes out and calls timeout. And there was like 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah. So that leads me to my triumph. Or my trauma.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Clock management. Timeouts.
This leads me to a decision that was made. Okay. 4th and 2. You're on like the 47, whatever it was, right? And I get it. There's people in the chat saying, I wish sometimes we were a little bit more aggressive. I wish this, I wish that. Here's where I'm at, okay? I just told you, use your shiny new punter that has already parked them inside the 22 times. Use him.
Yeah.
Okay. We end up not getting that. It's almost a pick 6. The defense knows you're probably throwing the ball. So they're backed up. They're at the sticks. They're waiting for you to throw the ball. Dylan Raiola holds the ball too long. He doesn't throw it to Emmett right away. Right. If he would have got to him immediately, probably a first down. Sure. There's all this what ifs. I get it. And I get it. You've got a 5-star quarterback. He's supposed to be able to get you 2 yards. I get that too. But instead of that working, now you've given them the ball at the 47-yard line and they immediately run it down the field. They score. Now it's a 3-point ball game or whatever it was.
And sphincters are tight.
And now all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, now we have to go score.
Yep.
I just think this is not retrospect because immediately I said, punt the ball. Punt the ball. Do not try to get this. If you don't get it, now you're giving them the ball. You're giving them half a field. I just thought the decision to go for it on 4th and 2 when you've got a punter that has already proven that he can put them in a bad spot, make them earn it, make them go 80 yards, 90 yards, and go make a play, make them, like we talked about with Cincinnati's game plan on defense, they forced us to not make mistakes by making us go 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards. They made us go out and prove that we're not going to make the big mistake. Make them do the same thing.
Yeah.
Make them do the same thing. We've already seen it. You put them on the 9-yard line. Now they're trying to force it. You force a fumble. You go down and you score. You've already proven that it works. Win the field position battle. That's all I ask. And we did on Thursday. We won the field position battle, but make them earn it.
If you've got a weapon,
I hate giving them the ball on the 47-yard line.
If you have a weapon like Archie, like you're saying, be more like Iowa. Just telling you right now, they literally will use special teams as a weapon.
Yes.
And we have a guy who you can utilize as a weapon. So I'm with you. I was in the camp of, all right, go for the jugular. If you go up 3 scores, the game's over, right? So I get it. Hindsight and the way that you explain it, I'm like, yeah, no. Go full-fledged Iowa moving forward. We've tried this 4th down shit last year with Dylan too, and we didn't get it a lot. So I would say just pin them deep and bet on your defense. Now, if the defensive line is going to be like that all year, maybe not. Maybe you have to be more aggressive. I don't know. But in that game, in that vacuum, punt the ball, pin them inside the 10 again, make them go 98 yards because their offense was nothing until they got that glimpse of hope after they stopped us.
They can't throw the ball. So if you pin them on the 9-yard line again, right? If, again, it's another what if. It's another retrospect like what if, right?
Yep.
If you pin them on the 9-yard line, they're not throwing the ball. So they have to continue to run. And they are just burning time.
Yep.
So like, it just seemed like a gamble that didn't have a high payout. It really didn't, because I'm looking at this. And another thing about this whole conversation is Dylan Raiola at every fourth down looking at Matt Rule and going, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. And I think some of that pressure is from your quarterback. Yeah, we trust our quarterback. Yeah, he's going to go out and make the play. He's going to go do this. He's going to do that. He cannot decide the game for you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, when this doesn't work out and they immediately run down the field and put us in a situation where we could possibly lose the first game in year 3, Matt Rule's taking all the heat, not Dylan Raiola.
Yep. Sorry, I just saw Lee Corso wearing a Nebraska thing. Get a little teary-eyed here.
Last time.
So Kyle, I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong or you're an idiot, because all the points you are making are 100% correct. They are. And they go for it, and I'm all for it. Okay, I'm the be aggressive guy. Because after all, damn it, why do we have this quarterback if we can't do shit like this?
Yeah,
true.
And you say that like there's no upside, and it's like, if you do convert and you end up getting 6, you're salting that shit away, right? I mean, that game is on ice for you. Fuck.
I mean,
Look, and maybe we're finding out. And maybe we're finding out, guys. Maybe we don't go for it on 4th and short anymore because we're just not good enough to do that. Maybe we're finding that out.
That could be. And part of where I was coming from immediately when I said punt the ball is because you guys had it on the 1 yard line and settled for a field goal. You had it on the 1 yard line and you settled for a field goal.
Right.
And so if that doesn't go your way, now all of a sudden you're in a position, hey, guess what? Now they've got the ball, 2 minutes left, and they can go down and win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried, and they got very close. So it's just like, I've already seen you guys try to go short yardage.
Yep.
And it didn't work. So like, use what has worked. That's our thing, right?
Yep.
NBNR, look at what has worked. Look at what has not worked. Look at the facts. And what I can tell you is I've already seen it. You guys try to go for it on the goal line. You false started. Shit went awry. It didn't work out. You settled for 3. Just make the safe play.
Yes.
Well, and the other thing too, my other justification was like in real time when I'm watching, I was even tweeting this during the game. I'm like, Nebraska is the better team. It is showing, just not necessarily on the scoreboard.
Yes.
Because that's the way it's been for years. We show that we are the better team for 58 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yep.
Right. And then you look at the scoreboard and we're on the losing side. Okay. But clearly you're the better team. We just need to make it show on the fucking scoreboard. Can we just convert this 4th down and put these fuckers away? Because they're lingering. Can we just put it in the back of their head painlessly and put them out of their misery? Because we're better.
And you know what?
That's my other justification for it.
Yeah. And you know what? Craven says they only missed 1 4th down. Yeah, they went 1 for 2 on 4th down, right?
Yeah.
But I also watched 2 fumbles that could have gone either way. I watched a pick 6 that could have happened. And I watched them on 1st and goal on the 1 yard line, settle for a field goal.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking at the facts. They're clearly not as like something could go awry, right? And it did, because they scored immediately after that.
Yeah.
I'm so fired up about it. I really am.
Kyle, so I think now, again, Nebraska won. But maybe there's still some things about this program that are still Nebraska, right? Where you just, you make mistakes, right?
Yep.
And you might not always put yourself in the best position, and that doesn't help either. So maybe we're not as different as we think we might be, just because we won this game. Maybe we're still like the same program.
And we can go back to the same thing that I've said since the beginning of the episode. It was week 1.
Yep.
Week one, you're still trying to figure things out, right?
Want to know.
And everything is sloppy. When you watch any game on week 1, you're going to watch it today on Saturday. Games are starting right now.
Yeah.
When you watch the games, you're going to see turnovers, missed tackles, all those things, because it's week 1.
Look at Farmageddon, man. That was brutal to watch.
Yeah. And it's sloppy. It's sloppy football. You take your biggest jump from week 1 to week 2. So I really want to see what this team looks like against Akron. And you're going to learn from it. And
the beautiful thing is you are gaining 100 snaps between now and Michigan.
100%.
So this could not have worked out better for Nebraska
to win.
Start out with a Power 4 opponent, get all this bullshit out of the way against somebody that, again, is just an average team, but they have Power 4 talent on the roster.
Yes.
Now you get to go kick the shit out of 2 teams, hopefully, for God's sake, and then you start your season.
Yeah.
So it could not have worked out better for Nebraska.
Yeah. And so also on the 4th down thing, a lot of people were throwing out the Ireland onside kick.
That's not even close.
And
not even close. Get out of here with
I
that.
love it.
That is the worst freaking comparison ever. Anybody that does that, dude, we literally onside kicked the ball versus when we were moving the ball and we got stopped. It was 4th and 2, right? It's not the same. It's not.
And here's
crazy.
And here's the other reason why it's not the same, Mike. At the end of the day,
we won.
And so we can never bring this up again.
No,
we can never bring it up again because in the vacuum of that game,
we won.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
But got the win.
Yes.
Yep.
Versus Ireland. Versus Ireland.
In Ireland.
The whole fucking country of Ireland. Versus Northwestern, we lost. And so, yes, that will be forever held against Frosty. But this thing cannot ever be.
No.
Because it ended differently.
Again, it's a what-if retrospect thing.
Fucking A.
In the moment, I just still
Yeah.
erred on the side of caution.
I just think that Matt Rule maybe watches too much baseball. And the reason I say that is because he is so focused on the analytics of yes or no, should I go, right? We're so worried about that. Instead of just being kind of like a field coach, like look at the big picture, look what's going on in the game. I seriously think he has like some analytical thing in his ear and he's like, okay, well, the book says 60% go. Okay, that's what the book says I'm going. Like, no.
Yep, make them earn it. Okay, well, college football is starting.
Yeah.
Happy game day Saturday.
Yeah, happy game day Saturday. Make sure you guys go check us out every Monday from 6 to 7 o'clock ish. And we will be live again on Tuesday.
Happy Labor Day, y'all.
Be safe.
Yeah, be safe. We got to think of a better closer for the Cornhusker Counseling. You know, because we're going to do the beat Michigan Oh God, I'm already jumping ahead.
Beat Akron.
Beat Akron.
I would say.
What's a good, what do therapists?
This is what we're going to say. You take what we said today and you work on it and we will see you at your next appointment next Sunday.
We will see you for your next regularly scheduled appointment.
On Sunday.
I don't know. We got to work on it. Fuck. As always, go follow us. YouTube. I don't know. Listen, we're doing better on YouTube. We're well over the 1,000 mark. We're well over it. That's cool. We need more. How many we got right now, Kyle?
People are dropping off quickly.
Shit.
Yeah, football.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Go. Leave.